Hi, and welcome to Lighthouse Hill. I'm Kimberly, and today we want to take you into the garden. We've got some things that are mature and we want to harvest them, and then we're going to go inside and we're going to prepare some items with them. So come along with us. So what we have today, we've got some carrots that are ready to be harvested. On this one side, we've got purple dragon carrots. We're gonna pull this out. We're gonna save. So we got some beautiful purple dragon carrots. These are lovely. And over here on this side, we have some Amarillo carrots. No, these aren't quite as big. Let me see if I can find a little bigger one. There we go. And these are Amarillo carrots. So we're gonna harvest primarily these purple dragon. So we've got a bunch of these guys here, and then what we'll do is we will make room. We'll probably put some more carrots in a little bit later. Let's get one more big guy. Let's see, this one looks really good. Okay. All right, so this is going to do us for right now. So we're going to go inside now, and I'm going to show you how to make pesto from carrot tops. We also have some basil, but we didn't get a great harvest of basil. So we're actually going to make pesto out of carrot tops. We're going to head over to our basil now. Even though we are making carrot top pesto, we still want to use a little bit of basil to give a little bit of that basil flavor. So as you see over here, our basil, it's not quite as dense as we had hoped, but we're going to snap some off here, and we're going to take that in, and we're going to use it to make our pesto. So come on inside, and we'll continue. Hi, welcome back. We're in the house now. I have taken the liberty to wash off and clean all of the tops of the carrots. So you'll see over here, I pulled out any brown, dead, just stuff that didn't look good. We want to use the best of the best when we use this. I will let you know that I just gently rinse this. I know how my carrots are grown. I know that we grow organically. I know that there aren't any pesticides on it. So I just give my carrot tops and my carrots a rinse, and I don't worry about anything more. If you get them from the store, you'll probably want to do something a little more thorough. But for me, I'm comfortable with what we have. So what I'm going to do now is I have a knife somewhere underneath all of these carrot tops. We are going to, and I'll keep finding these, we'll just throw them out. We're just going to cut the carrots away from the carrot tops for now. We're going to put the carrots to the side. We're going to do something different with the carrots here in a little bit. Probably in another video. We'll do a different video for what we're going to do with the carrots. Alright, so let's just get these chopped up. We have a lot of carrot tops, and no matter how much of this pesto that we make, we're still going to have a ton of carrot tops. So our worms love the carrot tops, so they'll go in there and the worms will be very, very happy. So like I said, today we're going to make carrot top pesto. Finish getting these cut off. And then we will put the carrots to the side, and we will focus on the tops. Okay. Pop these carrots over here on the clean counter. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to go out of camera, but oh well. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to remove the seeds from the stems. We don't want the stems. We just want those nice leaves. I cut that. We're going to try to just pull it down. Oh, didn't work. We'll pop them off then. We want about 4 cups, loosely packed. So that's going to take a little bit of time. So we'll probably fast forward through this when we edit the video. Just pull these off. All right, this is looking great. We may get all 4 cups from 1 carrot, so the worms are going to be super happy. Let me still find some little yellow pieces. Just pull those to the side. If you have a lot of basil, and I've gotten a message from a few people that they have a ton of basil, this is a great way to make basil pesto, and you'll make it pretty much the same way that we're making it here. You'll just use all your basil instead of using carrot tops. So it's a great way to go through a bunch of basil. All right. Like I said, we're almost done, so we're going to pack it down a little bit, but not too hard. These are just beautiful. These end ones are so thin that they're fine to just chop up. You don't have to pull the leaves off, but these that are lower down, you want to pull those leaves off. Now, and I just take the whole thing. All right. Super easy. We're almost there. Before I put these in the worm bin, I will chop them up. I'll roughly chop them up. It makes it easier for the worms to eat them. They decompose faster. The worms can eat them faster if they're just roughly chopped up. You don't have to mince them or make a tea. A lot of people will tell you to make a tea. Nah, you just rough chop them, throw them in the worm bin, and they'll be fine. If you don't have a worm bin and you have a compost pile, you still want to rough chop them. They're going to decompose faster if you rough chop them. This is pretty much our 4 cups, and we still have all these carrot tops left. So, yum yum for the worms. We'll set those over here. Clean up my mess a little bit. We are going to put, I have my lovely Ninja here, so we're going to put our carrot tops in here. Falling out everywhere, of course. Pop those in there. To this, we're going to add 4 cloves of garlic. Now, we also grow our own garlic. This is our garlic. This is our Moroccan Creole. It's a hardneck. We find the flavor amazing. It's smaller, but the cloves, the flavor is just incredible. So this is what we're using. You don't have to, pardon me, because we're going to blend everything up in the Ninja, we are just going to pop these a little bit, just throw them in. You don't have to mince them. Very nice. This is a really fast, easy recipe to put together. Pop that. I don't know how you guys do your cloves, but I find this is the easiest. You just pop it and it falls on the floor, and it's just wonderful. So we're gonna kind of let that one live there for a minute. We're just going to put this one in, and we will just take another one from here. If you like garlic, add extra garlic. It's fine. That's the fun thing about cooking. You can kind of tweak it however you want. That's going to taste good to you and your family. You don't have to stick to whatever recipe is on the paper. We hardly ever do that. When I get a recipe, usually the first time I like to follow it verbatim, but 99% of the time I make a change. So don't worry about it. It's you. It's what you want. I did get some basil from the garden. You guys saw me pick it. So now we're going to pull that off of the stem. We're going to throw that in. Whole thing. To this, we're going to add about 3/4 of a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
The undisputed king of cheeses. The
undisputed king of cheeses, according to my producer and husband. So again, we're just going to cut this. I cut it with the plastic on and take it out of the plastic. My own little way of doing it. I like cheese. Cheese likes me, so we're going to put probably about 3/4 of this in here. And we'll have that little bit left over for a different project. And again, we're just going to rough chop this because we're going to put it in the blender. Just give me some chops. Probably see me better if I move that out of the way. So we're just going to give it some rough chop. Okay, pop that in. just like so. All right, now to this, we want about 3/4 to a cup of pine nuts. I think I'm gonna do 3/4 of a cup. Where's my smaller one? Small one's over there. Let me use this one.
Are those pine nuts?
These are not pine nuts. I find pine nuts are extremely expensive, even here in the desert where they grow. This is actually the part of the country where we get pinyon pine nuts from our pinyon trees, and they're still very expensive even for us. They don't always grow. We actually have not had pinyon pines grow here in our area for about the last 3 years, and I don't see any cones on the tree this year either. So I think they've been getting from Colorado, but they're very expensive. And so what I use instead is I use cashews. Cashews are just so universal. They're just really easy to exchange. So now we're going to throw those in. Getting kind of thick in here. 3/4 of a cup. And now we're going to pour some oil in. I have 1.5 cups of oil here, but I'm not going to put it all in yet. We're just going to start it out. So I'll put about, looks like I put about 1 cup in there, or 1/2 cup in there. Put my lid on my Ninja, my top on my Ninja. Let's turn this around. And then we're just going to let it go. It's a little dry. So I have a little nozzle here, which is really nice. And we can just start drizzling olive oil in there. There is a lot of oil that goes into pesto. I think you've noticed that if you've ever bought it at the store, and you have to have it. So I'm going to get a spatula now. I'm going to step out a screenshot. I'm going to grab a spatula and just scrape down the sides. So now we're just going to scrape down the sides. I don't put any salt or pepper in this. We can taste it later and see if we want salt and pepper. It's completely up to you what you like. We don't have much of a salt register in this household, so I don't always put it in. Let's take that off. All right. Want to get to a nice saucy consistency. This is looking really good. So now we're going to take the lid off. We're going to grab a spoon and give it a little taste and see what we should add, if anything. So let's see. So we've got a nice consistency. It's nice and thick. I don't know if you can see that. I probably shouldn't have worn a green shirt today, but it's nice and thick. And holds onto the spoon pretty good. You want that. Have a lot of body. So now we're just going to that's delicious. Let's see if my producer would like to have a little bit. Producer, would you like to taste a little bit?
I'll give it a shot.
What do we need?
Oh yeah.
I like it. It's got some nice body to it.
Yeah, it
it's
does.
not completely pureed.
Yes, it's nice and chunky, yeah.
Yeah, it's got some chunks in it, and that's going to be really nice when you put it in a pasta dish.
And I like that it's heavy on the parm.
And it is heavy on the parm. We like our cheese here. So now we're going to I'm going to take the blade out. I'm going to clean it off.
Very sharp, so don't lick the blade.
Don't lick the blades. You will hurt yourself. We don't want that. Take that out. All of that, and it reduced to this. So you could probably make more. What we like to do, you notice the ice tray is sitting here, so I'm going to use the white one and it'll show up a little bit better. So what we like to do is just fill up the ice trays and grab another spoon with the pesto. And then what we do is we freeze it and we take it out of the ice trays after it's frozen, place it in a bag, and then when we're making pasta, we want a little pesto, we just pop it in. It lasts, gosh, it lasts a good year in the freezer.
If it goes that far.
If it lasts that long, that's true. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue to fill these up. I'm going to pop them in the freezer. Like I said, once they're frozen, I will turn them out, pop them in a bag, and then we'll have them all year. So if you'd like the recipe, we're gonna post the recipe, or we're gonna post a link to get the recipe along with this video. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot us an email at Lighthouse Hill, New Mexico, or NM at gmail.com. Again, that's Lighthouse Hill, NM at gmail.com. All right, you can also see us on Facebook at Cooking with Lighthouse Hill and Lighthouse Hill. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.